Good morning, traders. What's going on? Let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's bring on my man, Ryan Faloona, and of course, the one and only, the Yolo Zunaid. What's going on, boys? How we doing?
What is up? What is up?
We're doing good, man. It's happy Thursday.
I have a question. I know my thing says recording right now, but do I sound like Darth Vader Mitch or am I regular Mitch?
Nope, we
Regular
got regular
Mitch.
Mitch back. You can name
I don't know if
yourself
that's good
Mitch.
news. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you sound like regular Mitch.
I don't know how I did it, but the funny part was this morning I was still Darth Vader Mitch, so who knows?
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe midstream will
You got
change.
some gremlin in your audio there.
Yeah, let's just say the suits are trying to shut me down, and they ain't gonna get me, guys. They ain't gonna get me.
Well, yeah, because
No,
you were trying
sir.
to pump AMC all the way to 100, so of course they're coming for you.
You see, they're trying to hedgies. They know out there, man. They watching Benzinga. Let's go ahead. Let's get after it, guys. I'll let you guys go first with your watch list if you'd like, and then I can get into mine. Anything on your radars, guys? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I got a couple of small caps on my radar. I got OWLT. Let me go ahead and pull that up in my screen. OWLT, this one looks like this might have a couple of day trading opportunities here, kind of a low price stock. So we'll go ahead and watch this as it runs into earnings. AMPG, this is actually on my list from last night, a little scan that I did.
Yeah.
This thing looks like this is trading up. We get any more volume in this name, we might have another, 50 to $1 pop here. So I'll be looking at this as well too. And then taking a look at DM. Oops, let me get the correct ticker up here. DM Desktop Metal. This has really been kind of running here. Lots of unusual volume here. If we take a look at the daily, you can actually see we're coming up off the bottom. Looks like we want to clear out some of these spots. So seem to be at a pretty interesting spot here, potential trade. And then the other thing that I'm already holding, this is not going to be a day trade, but I'm actually waiting to see what happens with INOD. They reported earnings this morning. The numbers that I saw looked pretty good. I'm going to wait for the conference call, which starts at 10. Hopefully this finds some volume and rips. So those are the four things I'm looking for so far today.
I love it. Dude, no one will be happier than me if AMPG starts to just move, just starts going to like 7, 8, 9, 10, because I have like 2,000 shares, but I am at a loss. So let me not pretend like I'm not. It's one of those things where like you think you set a stop loss, but you didn't. And then the stock just went down on you and you're like, ah, smack. So anyway, really hope AMPG continues to go higher. AMD, taking a look and see if it kind of retests the 130 area. If it does, I'll go ahead and grab it for a bounce back. I want to quickly go over Zillow, the trade that we had yesterday on a short. I mean, just look at that. Look at that beautiful short that we had from 73, hit the lows of 63. I, of course, got out at $70. Didn't really take it all the way there. But the reason I mention is because if it can get over $70, I will go ahead and grab some. But Kathy Woods went ahead and sold, I believe, millions of shares of this. Chris and I talked about that. But, it seems like a couple of folks on CNBC went ahead and bought it. So if it finds strength, I will go ahead and grab some. If it breaks the low of day, which is 63, I will go ahead and grab some puts, hoping for it to hit $60, which would be my target. Nvidia, looking for this one to kind of continue on its way. I believe this could hit 200, especially because I think it reports earnings in, just a couple of days. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this hits 300 before earnings report. So I am going to take a look and see if I can grab some calls, maybe around the 265 if it dips there, or 270 area. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that. Apple, yesterday, that 150 area was just great resistance, great support on it. Right over here, as you can see, never really broke it except a couple of times and it came right back up. Looking for this one to break 152 and continue on its way to all-time highs, which is about 157. So above 152, I'll go ahead and grab some calls. 150, 150, I will go ahead and get out in case I'm wrong. And those are the stocks that I am taking a look at. Real quick, I want to mention Ford. Rick Spencer was here too with us. Grab these on Monday for a swing because of the whole Rivian IPO that's coming up. And these, I believe at the open, those options for swings should be 100%. But I'm not selling because I want to be a greedy pig, especially because the hype, I believe, is still going to be building up into Monday. So I am going to be greedy. I'm not going to lie to you, and we'll see what happens. But those are my updates and my tickers.
All right, that's how we like to do it. There you guys have it straight from Zunaid, what he's looking at this morning. Let's go ahead and get into what I'm looking at. I'll go ahead and pull on up here the screen. You guys should see my TC. Of course, one and only, and looking like someone in the chat is just listening to us, having us in his ear. This is what I like to hear, guys. At the end of the day, you don't got to look at the video. You could put us on audio in the background and kind of trade with us. I understand that because that's how I used to trade a lot of the times. You know, a lot of times I minimize the trading window but I was listening to those traders calling out the trade ideas so that I could take a look at them myself and determine if I'd want to take a trade. Definitely smash the thumbs up. Let's get it started. Let's take a look at the AMC. Of course, to me, the GME is the indicator to watch, but let's take a look at the levels of AMC and see what AMC is doing right now. So let's go into the hourly chart. You guys know how I like my hourly charts. Hourly and 15s are my favorite charts to trade off of. And one thing that I can clearly see is that the pullback is not actually a bad thing as long as we can kind of keep above this 38. Now that we have this 200-day below it, we're looking for a little bit of pullback here. I'd look for a pullback maybe coming down closer towards the, say, 39, 34s. And then I'm going to look for a rip right back up through this high. That high is 44.21. That is such an important price point for us because if we can get through there, I think we have clear room up to 50. That's going to be the big level. Can we break yesterday's high? And we'll see if that happens in AMC. GME, of course, is my indicator to watch. 200 holding is the level that we need to continue to hold. So right now, as long as the support holds, I'm feeling good about this. 210 support right now. I'm looking for another breakout to this high. Same thing like we saw in AMC. We're going to look for it in GME for it to break 255.69 today. If that can happen, I think we could get that lift on up and break out. What are we going to be looking for? Do you see up here how you guys see my money flow indicator, how this was really positive yesterday going into that move? Now it's down below that zero line. We want to see that cross back above into the positive, and that's going to give us a signal that GME is getting the money into the flow, the money flow into it to give it that push towards 240 and above. We'll see if we get that on GME. Stocks that I was calling out yesterday, BGFV. Did you guys see that move yesterday? Over a 30% move just yesterday, 40% if you count today's pre-market. This was a stock that we gave you right here on live trading before the day started, and I explained exactly why I like this trade. You had this pop up, you pulled back to support, it was looking to break through. Nice candle here. As you guys see, strong day for BGFV. I'd be looking for an inside day and then look for that next breakout through 36, but you could get a continuation move through 36 today. DKS is another one that we gave that had a great day yesterday. We'll see if this one can continue the move. And OSTK also continuing on up. That one pushed up towards kind of 110 level. We'll see if that one can get towards 120, which is my target in that one. I do have one stock that I did take an ad on, which was SEAH. This is a swing trade for me, guys. So I'm looking for this to get right back on up here towards this 1150 and break out through the 12s. I did take an ad yesterday, really close towards 11. I got it at 1101. And what that did was that brought my average up towards around 1060s. And so now I'm down here with my average, but I'm going to let it get a chance to get on up there towards this top circle and give us that reward. We'll see what happens in SEAH, and I'll definitely be looking around for some other trades. One to keep on watch today, BKKT. I'm going to watch this one. It's been sideways on the hourly. I do like the support underneath it right at around 3403s. So I'm looking for a red to green going towards that 3403, maybe getting in towards 3425s. And then I'm going to look to see if this one can rocket on up. I'm also keeping DWAC on my radar, and that's the bell. So let's go ahead and trade, guys. Like always, this is around the time that I tell you to stick to your kind of objective trades. Why? Because right now you're going to get that huge volatility at the open. This is when I'm more along am watching than trading. So you guys let us know if you guys see something moving, and I'll definitely take a look. Meta Mitch is right. Yeah, I got a new name. I don't need Money Mitch no more. All right, guys. I'll let you guys focus on the open here. I know how Zunaid likes to jump in really quickly. So, Zunaid, you focus in on that. I'll be nailing into the market. Ryan, you do the same. and I'll tell you guys what I see out there. Okay.
You got it. Getting the scanners ready.
Let's do it.
I'm looking around. Looks like everything's so far. I'm waiting for it to kind of dip, right? Because we obviously most stocks have kind of gapped up that I was looking at, such as AMD is already up 1% and things like that. So waiting for it to come on down just a little bit for me to get that best risk reward. But S&P 500, congratulations, as we have hit record high.
Looks like oil's up today, guys. Look for the gush for the day trade. I might take a day trade on that one. Look how that one already moving there. You see, this is why I looked at it immediately up there towards 118. Let's see if we can get this pullback towards 117.50 or maybe 116.50, which is the low right here, and go off the low that you see in the pre-market. I also got an alert for my Rover. I've been waiting for Rover to make a move back on. I'm going to go ahead and swing trade this. If it's starting to make a move, I really like this trade. Been waiting for it to get back above 1233s. It does have earnings coming into this month, and I do like this trade, so I might take a swing trade on this one. Yeah, I'm willing to open a swing trade on that. Let me see if I can get it. All right, guys. One that I do have that I'm watching is Body and Owlet, but those are literally bottom feeder that I'm looking for it to continue pushing. One that is like this, it already is pushing, is DM. DM, I'm up over 20% on the name, and I'm looking for it to continue towards a 30%, which would be up towards that $10. That's where I'd sell out, and I'd take a 30% gainer anytime. Let's do it.
Yeah, DM was one that I was watching too. I like that.
Yeah, I still have it.
Where do you have it from? What was your cost basis on that again? I forgot.
So my cost basis on DM, I'm just gonna make sure here. Cost basis is 765.
Oh, nice.
765, and so I did sell some of it. I wanted to re-add that near 750s, but it never got down there. It only got towards 790s. And so it didn't get towards even my average cost. So from here on out, what I do is I just keep the shares that I have, and I look to extend and maximize the gain, as I've already taken some profit into 15%. Now I'm looking to get towards 30%, which would be reward too.
Yeah, everything's just flying without me. Nvidia.
Yeah,
went
you
ahead
call
and
them
just
out. I'll put them up if you want.
Yeah,
to.
Nvidia here. I got you here on mine. Nvidia. I mean, right out the gate, didn't really give me any opportunity to get in because I wanted to get in closer to that 270. I didn't. Now it's at 273. So there's that. Let's take a look at Facebook. I believe that's already flying there as well. I was hoping to get a dip around 330 or at least a pre-market low to get a little bit of a nibble on it. But so far, nothing there. So honestly, everything's just kind of going. My best bet might be AMD to see if it comes to the 130.50 area at the very least, so I can grab some options. But right now, I am just hanging out. There's nothing really much happening for me out here.
All right, SPY dipping hard here. I'm actually going to cancel my order here. I had an order out for that Rover swing trade, but the SPY just took a dip here. I want to see the SPY get back above VWAP before I'm starting to long into names. Why? Because if I look at the overall market and how we've been trading recently, what have we gotten? Straight up move. We can always get a pullback. I always keep that in mind.
Come on.
How are you guys feeling about the overall market today?
You know, I think it's too early to tell. I do see, I want to trade relative strength, right? So if we do pull, I really only want to trade things that seem to be holding up. But I think it might be too early to kind of go into that. I mean, some of the bellwether stocks look really strong. I mean, Apple looks really strong this morning. Financial trading down a little bit, so feel okay.
BKKT, guys, I'm trying to get in it.
BKKT?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in it. It's rocketing off without me, but I got to look for a pullback now. It just pushed way too fast there on me. This is why you got to have kind of your routing and multiple order boxes. When I normally have like day trading, I normally have multiple order boxes. I would have had an order box already ready for BKKT, and I would have seen it push through there. I'd like the VWAP bounce at 35.75. It already VWAP bounced. I would have taken that shot there, if not 36 off of 35.75. But right now it just broke to 36.75. I would already be up 75 cents on the name, and now I don't want to chase it. So I'm looking for the pullback here. It's rocketing off without me. I'm a little annoyed because I was watching this one on an hourly trend sideways. I love when they're hourly and they just stay sideways. A rocket like this can usually get right back. DWAC is another one that I'm keeping on watch today. It's been hourly sideways also for about 2 days. It could rocket on up too. I'm keeping these on watch for sure.
FREY looks interesting. Could break. Looks like the day high here is 1170.
All right, guys, going to put out a 35.88 here to see if I can get it in on BKKT.
We have Ford on the screen here from Zunaid's screen.
Yeah, I know.
What,
I got to switch it over. I got you.
Okay.
Got you.
Yeah, I was looking at Ford, just looking at what the swings would be. But yeah, if you got into those Ford calls with me with the swing, you're up about 130%. So do what you want to do with it. Do not get mad at me. Do not send me an email. Do not send me a DM if you lose on it. You know what I mean?
Zunaid's just kidding. He wants all of you to slide into his DMs right now. I mean, let's just be honest.
He always wants you in the DMs.
Please don't. Let's not.
Please don't, he says. All nice, too.
He always wants you in the DMs. All right, guys. I'll show you guys here the BKKT. This is what I was looking at. So it popped on up here. It was right here when I started looking at it. I wanted to grab 36 and was going to look for the breakout. But now that we're pulling back, I'm looking to get it right underneath VWAP. So I put out an order at 35.88. I'd hold towards the bottom here, which is 35.40s. We'll see if we can get a fill here. Looking like we're getting a pullback right now. I might take another add into it, scale into it a little bit here. Looks like we should get our fill. Let's see what happens. I'll let you guys know exactly if I get filled. There you go, guys. Filled 35.88s.
GLHF, my man.
Come on.
I'm still looking around. I'm glad you found something because I haven't found anything yet.
All right, guys. Now that we know our trade, draw it out. Define it for yourself. So I'm looking for this and back on through the high here. So that's the reward box. That's the risk box. So it's okay if it slightly holds here, but we wanted to get back above VWAP. If it breaks through this low, you don't want to be in it anyways. So let's go ahead and see what happens here and see if we get the lift and the rip.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and grab. Look, this is going to be a risky one, but just here, let me go ahead and pull up my.
Go for it, man. I got you. I'll put it up right now.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab some calls in AMD. Again, the market has to participate with me here. If it breaks low of day, I will go ahead and get out, but I'm going to grab some 132 calls here. Went ahead and got filled at $1.45, $1.41, and $1.46. That's always weird. We'll just go with $1.46 since that's the highest one. But yeah, 132 calls in AMD to kind of at least get to the 132.50 area. Let's see what happens.
Really quickly, I want to point out that the SPY's back above the VWAP, what I was talking about, that I wanted to see SPY get back above VWAP before I was starting to really start longing into something. So you got it above. Let's see if it holds VWAP on this pullback and then gets back above 46.50. That's what I'd be looking for in the SPY. All right, putting you back up, Zunaid.
Yeah. I'm just kind of keep hanging on to it. Now, again, those calls that we bought at $1.46, you already had $1.60. So feel free to sell it. You're up about 10%. Again, depends on what your account size is, what you're trading, and all that good stuff there. But for me, I want to go ahead and get at least about 132.45 to sell half my position, and then the rest I'm going to see if we can go ahead and move a little bit higher. $1.70 are those options. If you want to sell them now, you're up about 20%, or excuse me, 15%. Can't do math today. But I've only gone into one trade thus far.
OWLT stock I was watching moved without me in it. Same thing happened to me, Mitch. Don't feel bad.
Keeping an eye on Facebook here. It's kind of basing over that 335. No position for me just yet. What is it? It's not even 15 minutes yet. But if it kind of lingers around here, what to do? Kind of want to take a quick stab at it. But if it breaks that 335, I'll be done with.
All right, guys, starting to get the lift in my trade in my BKKT. I'm going to take back over the screen. Let me know if you get into that Facebook trade, Zunaid.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Got your screen to the bottom right, guys. You guys can see that screen there. I'll keep that up there. I know it's a little bit smaller to see, so I'm going to use kind of this screen to kind of help that. But that way you can kind of see his screen still up there. Right now, I'm still into this BKKT trade. Now we just got that huge engulfing candle. We're actually going to set a stop closer towards that low. So we're going to get now a little closer up towards 35.76. And let's let this work. Let's let this try to get above that high, because if it does, then we'll get a breakout look on a stock that has a huge risk to return. So we could get back up there, let's say to 40 even today. So with that being said, I'm just going to hold on right now, look for the breakout. If it breaks down, quickly get out. It's okay to get out of this trade and maybe get back even if I need to. But if it's just going to momentum and break out, I'm going to let it get that momentum right now. All right, catching up with the chat. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing out there? What's going on? Shelly, Easy Mike in the house, Trent A, Brent, Aaron Sachs, David Wilson. What's going on? JD, Jim Cruz, Conversations on Characters. Love the name there. Enver in the house, MV. If you got some envy, then you know Enver. All right, guys, look at Matty Ice here. Mark M, what's going on? Paint Surgeon, how you guys doing out there? We got Sal here. How you guys doing, guys? It's good to see you guys all in the chat. This is what it's all about, building the community. I see William there talking about 1M, so I'll definitely take a look at that.
Yeah.
Deepa, Easy Mike, Victor.
Real quick,
what's
I'm
up,
gonna grab the Facebook 335 calls filled at $3.38. Now again, it's gonna be a quick one, because if it breaks this VWAP, I will get out. So this could literally be over, and I'm probably risking about 50 cents here. So like $2.80 might be my stop loss on this one. Again, very quick trade that could easily not go my way in a matter of seconds. So
all right, guys,
keep that in mind.
Wayfair not bouncing here, so we're going to go ahead and cut the Wayfair swing trade. You guys know I've been in Wayfair. I actually took some profit into the move yesterday. I was thinking about what Ryan was talking about, that was I going to hold into the move there, that kind of talk. And so I got to the point where I literally just cut it. I said, all right, well, I'll just cut it. I'm cool with that.
On which stock, Mitch? Sorry, I missed that.
Wayfair. I had to cut it. I'm about to cut it right now too.
Oof, yeah, prior to the print.
Yeah, I cut it yesterday at up there.
SPY is going up. Facebook is not. Come on, Facebook.
Let's see if I get my fill here. Ooh, it just blew through my fill. I hate when that happens. That's the hard part with higher expensive stocks. You get a little picky on the cents, but really a lot of times when you're up, like talking about a stock that's 200, you're looking for the cents. You shouldn't be so concerned about it. There you go. I got out there, guys. 245.90 there. I got out on Wayfair. I was in from 238s, but I did sell some yesterday. Can't be mad. I sold some up higher than 10%. I'm really rocketing right now into my account because of BKKT. So let's see what's going on in this trade here. It's a monster day trade right now. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, nice
Boom.
job.
Now up there to 37.76. We blew through that high, blew through that reward. Now the rest is break even. If we come back to my break even spot, I have to get out, because I don't want it to become a type of position that can now turn into a loss. Now it's time to give it a chance. Go. If it wants to go, let it go. We'll see what happens here.
Still in the go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just saw
popping. I saw ANY popping, and it looks like it's on a Seeking Alpha story. So I didn't want to shout it out because it's not confirmed piece of news. So anyway, ANY popping.
One of those. All right, guys.
Yeah, the Facebook one. I'm still in the position. As you can see, it didn't break VWAP here, and now waiting for it to kind of at least break the 15-minute opening range for it to kind of continue on upwards. So still in that trade. Again, we went in and bought at $3.38. AMD looking to kind of climb its way back up, hasn't broken low of day yet, so we're still in the trade. Could have added at VWAP if that's your style. I didn't yet, even though it might have been a great idea, but still waiting for 132.45 to sell the first piece, and then the rest we'll hope to let it ride above 132.72.
All right, Gush is chopping between that VWAP. I would have caught that VWAP bounce there for that 1617 entry. I do like that one if you're looking for kind of oil plays or some other plays in energy. Energy is leading us right now about 1.18 change and 0.42 from the open. Industrial is right behind that. Then looks like you're starting to also get technology to start going green. So look at those tech names. As you guys heard, Zunaid going after some of those tech names there. That's what it's about, guys. Trying to be on top of the ones that are moving. This one's moving massively today. QMCO. This is a data company, very low trading company, but it is moving massively up about 16% already. Made a move of about 7% out the gates, now pulling back. Semiconductors up also, of course. Let's take a look at some of these. What are we seeing out there? QCOM doing really well. Nvidia, NPTN up about 33%. That's kind of a cheaper name that is rocketing definitely. I don't know what happened in NPTN, so I would be careful there and make sure that you know the catalyst. AMD trying to hold support there. We'll see what happens with that one. And I'll keep going through here, see what other names are moving on our radar here.
Yeah, Facebook just went ahead and broke the opening range. I have it on mine if you want to open it up.
Let's do it.
Went ahead and broke through the opening range. For now, let's see if we can kind of go ahead and hold and kind of chug its way forward, but it is looking pretty decent at the moment. I want to see a little bit of continuation. You are up about 13% on those contracts and nothing to write home about, but I do want to, hopefully, if I can try to, I would love to kind of see a move towards 340 today. But it already kind of gapped up. So let's see what type of move it has left. But if you went ahead and bought at VWAP, you've got a $1.50 move already.
All right, guys. Remember I talked about this morning, some of the stocks that I was going to be watching were my swing trades, DM, outlet, already outlet through 4. That's a great sign for me. I have a big position in that one. I'm looking at DM now up to 944s. Triple D is definitely trading with that one. Got up to 950. We'll see if it gets to 10 today and I'm able to sell out of my DM position. We'll see what happens in that one. BKKT right now at VWAP. We'll see if that bounces there. And I'm also seeing electronic gaming and multimedia up. So let me see what's pointing out in there. Looks like, I don't know why. Oh, that's why, because it's pulling the whole technology sector. Maxar up today. I know it had earnings yesterday. Coming off the VWAP bounce there twice there. We'll see what happens in that one.
I'm gonna sorry, Zunaid. I'm in a small day trade right now. I'm in OLWT, which was from the list. Just a small trade here, 1,000 shares, trying to get it to push over this 407 level. I actually took it a cent earlier at 406. Stop here is going to be 4. If they take out 4, that's one of the spots on the upside. So if they take that out to the downside, I'm out. I'm going to keep my loss at about $60. Something I can easily handle. Otherwise, I'm going to look for this to pop above 415, 417. I'd like to get 420 out of this. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it consolidates here. So I'm in this. No volume yet. I'll keep you posted on if we move here. Big ask there at 405. So if we take that out, we might pop. We'll see.
All right. Can you go ahead and catch up with the chat here? See what we're seeing out there right now. We are seeing right now it's. Well, there's a couple stocks moving. Let's go ahead and I'll pull this up to the top left there. We got Prague being mentioned in the chat. Go up 15%. Bitfarm, BitF being mentioned there. Nvidia running, of course, that's mentioned by Zunaid. Triple D acquired Biotechs. Looks like that. That's being mentioned there. Hubs being mentioned. So HubSpot maybe on the move. OLB on the move being mentioned in the chat. Noel, I'll give you the shout out. Max R, you mentioned it before even I mentioned it. So that's what I'm talking about. And then we also are seeing here Jim Cruz is on EVC. So that's not a bad one. If you want to take a look at that one, take a look. LEU being mentioned by Hertz. Vuzi, of course, on a lot of people's radars, and BGRY being mentioned in the chat. And we'll see. Looks like Zunaid, looks like they're calling you the GOAT out there, man. Looks like you got to nail another one.
We're trying, man. AMD's trying to go ahead and break the high of day. Nvidia already won its way to the 280s. Again, I could not get a great fill on it. Maybe if I was a little bit more risky, I could have gotten it around that 271, but I try to be a little bit more protective, especially because when you're live trading, you know people are sometimes following you. But regardless, that's doing really well. Facebook, though, battling the 15-minute range breakout. So if this can move, I believe we can go ahead and at least chug along to 340. I'm not going to wait till then. I'm going to try to get out at least half of it, so at around the 337.50 area. But that's what I'm keeping an eye on. By the way, OWLT, I went ahead and got in there. My stop loss, I was thinking, was 395. Ryan, is that what you had in mind? I apologize.
I had four. I had four just because I had a spot. I know that there's a spot there from earlier. 395 is not bad. I mean, again, this really all comes down to your risk profile and what you're trying to get. Basically, what I want to do is I want to see this pop high of day, and then I'll probably take gains there. And spinning that forward, Zunaid, if we pop here, let's say we just pop to the 14s and the 420, and I'm able to actually get filled and sell there. If we come back in towards 4067, this area that we've held at so far, and we held again, that's another opportunity to load back up. So just because we scalped this thing once doesn't mean that the trade is necessarily over. Again, a lot depends on how it actually trades.
That's fair, man.
All right. It's being mentioned in the chat here. I'll go to it. Is Hood. You guys heard me yesterday when my alert went off, and that really gave you some chance to even grab Hood yesterday. That alarm went off at 36.19. Yesterday, it went up towards 37.45. So I was able to alert you a point before and give you guys that alert to let you know that Hood was moving. I think it's trying to fill the gap. It did a nice red to green move right out the gates. Nice red move right down to the support, bouncing green immediately, now pushing back up. I'd look for pullbacks on the 5 minutes towards 37, but right now Hood definitely pushing on up, having some momentum. I'd take a look at that name and keep an eye on it. It definitely could get running. We all know how retail traders are watching this, and it looks like it's getting strong there at 37.43.
Mitch, one thing real quick, your screen resolution is a little grainy. It's actually difficult to make out any single number on your share screen. Your camera looks fine, but your share screen looks
Let me see here.
420p, 480p.
Is that when he shares ours as well?
No, ours looks, yours looks fine. Mine looks fine as well. I don't know. It's just something with yours.
Okay, let's just change it up here. See if it fixes up here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I was.
You see what I'm saying? It's almost like it's there. It's almost like it's a little.
While you figure that out, I mean, I'm honestly just still waiting. There's nothing much for me to really. As you can see, I'm waiting for AMD to kind of continue. Yep. I'm focusing the rest of this year to be a little bit more patient with my swings because, like, for example, with AMD and with all the other trades, I'll go ahead and sell as soon as I get like a $2 move, I'm out. But it's like at the end of the day, it ends up having a $10 move and I miss out on so much of it. So I'm looking to be patient. I will go ahead and lock half, though, as I promised at 132.45 as soon as I get that. But the rest, I am going to try to my best to let it ride.
Patience is a virtue, man. There's nothing wrong with being patient.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
And actually, Ryan, screen go blurry on my screen too. So you're saying my screen is blurry? Anyway, we'll figure it out. I can't read any of your screens, says Whoosh. Okay, we might have something to look into. We will do that.
Not a worry, guys. At the end of the day, you guys, I mean, we're calling out levels, so you don't got to worry too much about that. But I did see just Hood push strong, guys. So definitely keep your eyes on that. Hood is definitely pushing on up, and we'll see if it continues. DM just pushed through 950s. I want to see if it holds 950s on this pullback and continues its lift. I'll sell into 10 and take a nice 30% gainer. We'll see what happens here, and we'll keep trading, guys. Like always, I mean, if you guys need specific levels or anything being mention it in the chat. We'll catch you.
All right, out AMD half at $1.80. Sorry, go ahead.
No, nice trade. Nice job. I was wondering about that. I see Jeff D's in the chat. Jeff, you were on GM, right? GM popping out of the open here. Nice little trade there. And it does. I don't see any news here. Just looks like maybe it's popping on the Ford sympathy. Don't know. Anyway, nice job. Let us know what you're trading on that.
Yeah, Ford. Never mind. We already missed the train. I was gonna say $19 ad would be nice, but we already missed it. Never mind.
All right, guys. I'm looking to start getting an ad in AMC. The big thing here is I'd hold towards now 38.80s. So I'm looking for it to get close to that level right now. Maybe pull back half of this 5-minute candle that you're seeing, and then get right back up to the VWAP, showing me strength. That'll give me that look that AMC wants to break out. I can draw a trend line from yesterday's high right on through here that would push us through right up through 40.65. So let's see what happens here. It's very important right now because I wanted to keep the momentum. I don't want it to die down for 2 days or something like that. I want it to be kind of a momentum stack kind of move. That's what we're looking for. And if we don't get it, you time bomb out of it and you take the gain you have. That's at least what I would do.
On AMD, just keep an eye and see if this is going to end up kind of flagging a little bit, and then you start an upwards movement. If that's the case, above 280, I will go ahead and grab some calls. But for now, I have no position in it. But keeping an eye on this area right over here, AMD looks to be trying one more time to break the highs already. Excuse me, it did break the highs just now. Looking for it to break the 132.66 level there and chug its way to 134 possibly.
All right, DM doing a nice little push there. It looks like we're gonna get that run towards 10. I'll be looking for it to close it. Right now, I'm up about 26%, looking to close it up there. And it'll be a great trade from 765 up there to 10. I'll take it anytime.
Yeah, that was a great swing, Mitch. That was on a bunch of day trade scanners, including my own. But swinging it, that's just an awesome trade. I wish I was in that with you.
What is all-time highs for Nvidia? Are we already there? Looks like we might already be there. Yeah, we are. Never mind.
I got 279.59.
Yeah, that's what we hit today. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's see what the YOLOs look like for Nvidia, because I believe this will keep chugging along, but I want to make sure I get a nice YOLO on it. All right. This is not bad. Okay, I'm gonna grab the 290s. Again, this is risky. If I lose it, I'm fine. It's weekend money. It's okay. The 290 calls for this week are about $1. They're like 95 cents on the ask. I'm going to go ahead and grab just a few. Again, make sure you manage your own risk and do whatever you're comfortable doing. But I do believe that we'll get some more flow into this, which will help chug this along over 280. And if it goes ahead and breaks 280, 290, in my opinion, would be next. So whether that's today or tomorrow, who knows? But I did go to get filled at 97 cents is what my fill was on Nvidia. 290 calls expiring this week.
I'm going to try to follow you into that, but I'm jealous of your price, and now I have FOMO. That's not even a joke.
It's only like $10 away. Just do it. Just do it. It's like $1.06. It's like $1. Oh, now it's $1.10. Just set a limit. Look, maybe it'll reject the 280 one more time, then it'll come back down.
It was my own fault for being too slow. I'm like looking at
I called
Nvidia.
it
I'm
out,
boy, this thing's really pushing. This is a great call, $1. No problem. I'll try to get in on these. And then
you know what they say.
From me.
Gotta be quicker than that, man.
Well, do this. Grab one and pay like $1.08. That's what the ask is right now. And then if it comes down to 97, be like, screw it, grab one more.
I'll wait and see. You even premised this by saying that it was risky, so we're gonna have to show our discipline and not chase. We talk about it all the time. We're gonna not chase. No problem. There'll be another trade, Zunaid. There will be another one.
There absolutely will be. Well, I'm kind of just looking around to see what the other trades are doing. They're just kind of stagnant at the moment. Nothing crazy. Facebook, the only one that I'm $1 away from taking an L on. Again, if it breaks that 335. I will, because I did not sell into the spike up when I got the $2 move because I wanted more of it. But that's where we're at right now. Oh, what's going on with Tesla? I haven't looked at Tesla all day in life.
Tesla's kind of flat. It gapped up a little bit, but it's been flat since the open for the most part.
I'd love for it to kind of come down to 1,200. So just go ahead and lose like $27. Just go ahead and do it, please. Oh, and there's Nvidia going with the break of 280, chugging its way up. Let me see what the calls are now.
123 ask on those calls.
Yes, that is the case. I'm curious.
And guys, 1 minute till, or actually right now, Sava. Oh my God, Sava open huge gap up, 69.70 on the highs. This was halted for news pending. Looks like there was no evidence of data manipulation. This thing's ripping.
Sava.
Yep.
Savita.
75 now.
Ooh, we got another runner.
I went ahead and grabbed some at the $74.90. Oh, that's an ugly fill. $74.92, just to kind of see if it squeezes everybody out. I'm gonna wait to at least try to get $80 on this one
There, you're
Good
going
job,
to get it.
Zunaid. Nice job. Nice job.
Oh, wait. Can you halt up, please? Just halt up. Just halt up.
Right?
Just halt up.
79 high. It's
I think
going
you're,
crazy,
I think
man.
you're looking good, my friend.
I'm not going to lie. I don't want to sell it.
I'll put it up here. I
Oh,
won't
yeah,
put
my
up your
bad.
chart.
Here.
I got you.
Here
Just
you go.
focus
Great
on your
job.
things, Zunaid.
Halt it up.
I got the chart. Boom.
Bang.
Bang.
Nice
It's
job, Zunaid.
79.
Again,
That's going to
couldn't
open
get
up higher than 80. Are you taking the higher than 80?
I haven't sold yet, so my fill is 74.93. I appreciate, by the way, you calling that out, Ryan, because I was keeping an eye on it, but then I
That's how
went
you
looking
do
at
it,
other
guys.
charts.
Got
I
you,
didn't even
man.
know that we
Boom.
opened up on that.
Sava.
So let's take a look at the daily on Sava since it's halted up at the moment anyway.
Yeah,
Right?
I
So
got
you're
you.
saying that
Let's-
they didn't find
right.
anything.
The news here says Cassava Sciences reports no evidence of data manipulation in 2012 article. Cassava Science reports reviewed by Journal of Neuroscience shows no evidence of data manipulation in technical paper foundation to company's lead drug. It's cut off there.
Okay.
This news, in fact, here, can you pull up Pro? Because we can grab this.
I can.
I don't want
yeah.
to change your
Give
screen.
me
But can you add
no,
Pro
no.
to
Go
that
ahead.
somehow?
If you
Yeah,
wanna-
give me a sec. Let me get out of this. By the way, Facebook, I took an L. That's what I was closing right now. Let me go ahead and pull up the Benzinga Pro or share it. It's on the other screen, but I can go ahead and do it on this one.
To me, the levels that stand out on the weekly are 86.92 and 105, up there by like 59, 105.60. So those are the two levels I'd watch for the extension from the here. But definitely, if you got the Pro pulled up, we'll definitely take a look there.
Yeah, let me go ahead and share this one instead. Sorry, it's a new platform we're using. So how do we share just?
Gotta just bring it down and
There
bring
we
the
go.
next
Just
one.
do it this way.
Boom.
There we go.
We got it.
Where were you looking here, Ryan? What
I just
exactly
went
did you want me to
the
pull up?
news feed. Yeah, I just went to the news feed, the print at 9/31/16. There's a little bit of a story in there that I'm going through here. Let me see. I don't have your screen up, Zunaid. I'm sorry. There you
You're
go.
fine, you're fine.
That second one right there. Right there.
Okay. No, it never had the integrity of our people. All right, cool. Okay, I see. It was referring to an article in 2012. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like, oh, in 2012 they didn't mess up, and it's like, well, it's 10 years later. Is this ticker going to keep going up?
No, I think the issue here was that, and again, I'm not a Sava expert. I've just been following it along with a lot of the folks in the Benzinga Pro community who are pretty much experts at this point. There was back and forth about the drug for Alzheimer's that showed efficacy having its data manipulated. So they were unsure if this drug actually helps, and that was kind of the back and forth where this was going. Alzheimer's obviously a really terrible disease and a big market for that. So that's kind of where the battle was. I guess this article is, or the findings here are saying that they didn't find any of the data manipulation that they were accused of. So that's, to me, that's got to be good news. Again, not an expert, but that's how I took it. That was my take on it.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and sell half my position on Sava. I put a limit order out there for $82. Now, of course, if it limits down opens down or up, my fill might be completely different. But I do have a sell order half position at 82. We'll see what happens with that. I wonder if it'll hit 100. What were you saying, Mitch, about the levels that you felt?
You got you. I'll go back to it right now.
Yeah, because I've got 100 right over here, but I mean, I have no idea if it'll get there. But
so for me on the weeklies, that stand out is 86.92. So that's the week of, looks like June 11th, that week. That high, you get 86.92. So that one. And then to me, the close from the period in August to July. So you get a close there of 104. Oh, the open was 104.99. That's the spot.
Okay.
So 105.
Yeah. I'm hoping it can.
So those are the two levels that I'd see on the weeklies to like actually can hold you up for a second there.
Low key wonder if I should just not even sell half at 82. But anyway, let me just quickly focus on the other trades while this one's
You're
halted.
selling half on it, so that's not a bad idea, right?
Selling half is never a bad idea. Booking some
never.
is never a bad idea.
I agree. Well, let's see if I get filled. Let's see if I get filled on the open. By the way, you've got Nvidia. Oh my goodness, 283. Those YOLOs that I went ahead and took are now up 150%. So if you went ahead and followed along, please go ahead and sell. This is a great way to build your account, especially if you have something that you just started working with. But you kind of went ahead and saw before it even broke. I went ahead and drew this just because to me, I felt like, hey, this is where it's consolidating. I did expect it to consolidate a little bit more. I'm not going to lie to you, but it went ahead and broke. There went 280 and there it went. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this one. I'm going to sell some here, but majority of it, I'm going to wait for that move towards 289 at the very least. Hopefully we get that today. That's a win there. AMD looks like it went ahead and chugged right on long. So that's a nice win there. Sold the earlier half of it, but still holding the rest there.
There's Saba, guys.
Got filled at 85.
Yep. Got filled at 82. Now the rest I'm just going to hold and sell it at break even, which for me will be, we'll just call it 74. I'll take $1 loss.
This looks like there's the 86.92 spot that I talked about. It went right to 87, pulled right off of it there, guys. Let me pull up the chart here for you.
I got you. Just can't spell Saba. Jesus Christ.
So
you're
definitely
all excited because you're the GOAT.
88
recognizes the GOAT status of Zunaid.
Halted up one more
Z-Goat
time.
is doing his thing. I think
Z-Goat. I love it.
Z-Goat.
Yeah, the reason that I went ahead and grabbed just a small size, right? This reminded me, I was very upset at myself for missing that card trade that we had on Monday. Yeah, that's it. Already halted up. Yeah. Oh. I was very upset at myself for missing that card trade because I saw it when Spencer called it out and it broke 201. And I was like, cool, let me grab some and I'll sell it at 198 if I get stopped out, whatever. Obviously, I didn't get into it and it just ran. I tried it yesterday with GME. It didn't work out. If you remember yesterday in GME, I went ahead and lost $8 because I traded twice at a $4 stop loss. But that's why I wanted to grab it because like this stock has been so heavily down, shorted, and then you come out and say, hey, everything's okay. At least that's what I read out of it. You know, it's going to try to make a nice move. The traders are going to get on it just like all of us are. That's why I had a nice small position, right? It's not like I had anything major in it.
There's also the psychology, right? I mean, you just saw Carr go to the moon. Any trader, especially momentum traders looking for the next stock that's going to go to the moon, you might have just gotten it. Zunaid.
Yeah, you might have just found it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, the rest I'm definitely going to hold. I think even if it hits, I think I'm going to sell half of the half that I have at like $98. And then the rest will just let it run.
Half of the half. I like it, my friend.
Right? You know, so excited. He's doing halves of halves now.
You know, it's a good thing here, at least from my,
because I don't want this to go to like 150 and I'm like, damn, sorry, Mitch, what's up?
So just set that spot. What is a monster trade for you right now? If it hits what, 90? 90 is not enough right now, right?
Yeah, 90 wouldn't be enough for a monster type trade where I like.
Okay, so think about that. So what's the next level that we talked about, right?
Let's see.
So we talked about 105 being that next number. That's probably where you're going to get your next halt also. So take a look at that number being maybe a target that you could hit. And then the next target from there, I would put it up towards 123. And then from that point, you can go for the high, which is 150.
Yeah, I see like the next resistance on the daily is 96.44. But again, if we halt through that, which I assume we will, if it halts up, that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now that you got your second halt, go for your third halt maybe at 100 and see if it halts there. If it does, you're still in. If it doesn't at that 100 spot and you start seeing it stumble there, maybe you take the 100. That's up to you.
I have half of my half ready to sell at $98. So right over there, somewhere in that area, $98 is where I have my half of the half. Let's see.
Andrew Kuel talking about that 105 looks like the fib extension also. So it looks like that level.
I got to get better at that. I got to get better at looking at fibs and knowing how to play those because I am awful at that.
Well, Zunaid, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Zunaid, it's what's working, right? If it's working for you, are you really awful? I would say no. I would say you're doing all right.
Very true.
And thanks for pulling up OWLT. It's trying here. It's trying to take out this 4.9, 4.10 area. And I'm telling you,
I'm in it with you. That's why I pulled it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to get a pop.
That's my swing right there you guys are talking about.
Oh, yeah. Ryan's in it for a day trade.
Yeah. OLLT. I've had it from – I added yesterday, Ryan. So just to give you some insight on it. This is my Warren Buffett trade. Why?
Warren Buffett. Explain it. Run us through it. I'd like to hear it because we're just in it for a day trade. I'd like to hear the Warren Buffett angle.
So to me, Warren Buffett likes to go, and you guys can look back at his strategies and how he likes to take stocks on. But he really likes finding stocks that he finds fundamentally strong, but had something against it and is very undervalued. To me, that's the perfect story for Outlet because the products has been selling great. And then if you look at the reviews, that's what I really focused on. I went and looked at 5 different websites to look at the reviews. Every single review I saw on it was mainly positive. Very, very, very few negative ones. And if it was because the negative ones was because maybe it just didn't fit them correctly. And that was also mentioned. So to me, that is the play here. So this got hit, right? Because of FDA talk. So to me, in that sense, you know, I'm not really concerned if this can go down to, let's say, $2 or $1. If it goes zero, it goes zero. But for me, at this point, if they get that FDA reversal, let's say if they get the approval, this stock is valued way higher than that. If you look at the fundamentals. So to me, fundamentally wise is why I went after Outlet.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Like
yeah, I'm looking here at Pro. It says Outlet is engaged in providing digital parenting platform that aims to give parents real-time data and insights to help parents feel more calm and confident.
You don't know this one, Ryan? Like
No,
the actual product?
No, this is not. No, I mean, I'm not a parent.
There's
For number
Sava.
one.
Sava opening up, guys.
All right, let's watch that.
Oh, dude, I had Nvidia pulled up, and I thought it was
95
Sava,
on Sava,
and I was like,
95.
why is it 200?
Here, I'll put mine up here. I got you.
Yeah, my bad.
There it is.
Looking at
Sava's right there,
Nvidia.
guys. Look, 96, 97, 98.
All right, I got filled on my half of the half.
At 99?
98. I got filled at 98.
Good job there.
All right, now we just let it ride and do whatever it wants, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Great
Another
job.
thing that I
Thank
use.
Thank you.
So one tool that you could use is an ADX here, which is a momentum indicator. But it lags. I'll show you here at the bottom of my screen here. You see how this is expanding? This shows you momentum. So expansion is a good thing. Crossing that yellow line back down to the white line would show you the momentum easing up.
Gotcha.
SPY just ripped, which could actually help you. Look at the SPY. SPY just pushed.
Yes, it did. Yeah, right.
So that could help you there. Sava, let's see if it goes and tries to take out 100 now.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to kind of like halt down or what, but I think it's just kind of,
you know, sideways move there is actually
100.
a decent move there.
Yeah.
Sideways it didn't dip down towards 80, then come back up to 97. It held there.
No,
this is a fun one to watch, guys. I know that you guys are probably enjoying this. I will go ahead and say, guys, this is not for trading advice, guys. It's not for you guys to be copying Zunaid right now. I don't want to be seeing that because that's not what we're about.
Especially this late in the game.
We're not Ituro here. We're Benzinga, and we don't copycat trade. We try to teach you guys process here, and so that you guys can go ahead and get to that next level. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe bell below. Let us know. Live trading with Benzinga is where it's at. The GOAT, Z, killing it today. YOLO Z over here.
It's been working out really well. I want to quickly point out how it just perfectly touched. And if you've been watching my charts on Sava, you know that I had this red line out there already, and it just perfectly tagged it and came down. What is a red line? It's just $100. It's not like it's anything crazy that it's a magical indicator. It's just $100. It's just those psychological numbers that can be great support, that can be great resistance. And as you can see, it smacked it, gave a little bit of a kiss, and then came right on back down. Let's see what happens here.
Stopped out.
I'm going to hold on to it.
Stopped out BKKT. It got up there towards 37.20. We were in there from 35.88. It just went to my number right there. I'm out, guys. I'm not going to stay in the trade. It should have continued holding that VWAP. It broke VWAP on the downside. So that means I'm out. Doesn't mean that you need to be out. But for me, I'm out BKKT.
I'm going to go ahead and get out of Sava right here. Just went in and got filled at $85.72. It was kind of breaking VWAP here. So to me, that was it. I'm out 85.72.
So back to the downside. Great. Sometimes, man, life is all about timing. Zunaid, you did it correctly today. Oh my God, halted to the downside now.
Yeah, I mean, I barely just got out. I saved myself $1 there, which, you know, obviously I'm grateful for that. But that was fun. Gave me a nice little rush.
So let's see if BKKT stopped me out and now starts pushing here. So it stopped me out right by that 200 day. I'm sure some people were trying to hold towards that level, but I wasn't going to go ahead and turn this into a loser here. So maybe, I could have held towards my risk here, but I already made that decision that I was going to break even on the rest and give it a ride. So let's see if it starts getting strong here, because if it can get above VWAP, it could get strong. But let's see what happens there.
The Nvidia that we grabbed earlier, grabbed it at 97 cents. Now it's trading at 270. Went as high as 313. Maybe I should have had a limit out there. But that's looking pretty decent. Let's see what AMD is doing. Still just kind of chilling, hanging out. 133.75 would be my next sell area.
So Miss Whitehorse saying here, awesome, Zunaid. That was fun to watch. That's what I like to hear.
Hey,
definitely.
Glad you enjoyed it. I was definitely wondering which way it was going to go.
The emotions were real.
100%.
And that's another thing. That's how you can notice that we're really trading. You see the emotions, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So that gives you guys the insight that this ain't paper here, guys.
No.
If it was paper, you would have saw Zunaid being like, "YOLO, baby."
Yeah, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, just grab 10,000, letting
I was
it fly."
Say, if it was paper, we'd be YOLOing everything, and that leads back to one of the axioms that I came up with in college. When you highlight everything, you highlight nothing. So if we're taking YOLOs on every single stock that's moving here, we're not actually benefiting anybody.
I like
we're
that
not
one.
teaching you process.
Say that again, Ryan. It's a good statement.
We'll say that again.
Your quote there. What was it?
When you highlight everything, you highlight nothing.
Boom.
That's very true. Because if you look at it, yeah, I mean, if you get a document or outline and everything is highlighted, you're like, what am I looking at? Like, what's the key point?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a little sector analysis here for us here. Let's take a look at what's moving out there. Of course, the SPY doing well, but I'll take a look here. Open change from daily. That's what I always pay attention to. Technology leading us up there. And then we look at the industries. We'll see data storage. There was that company QMCO. It's hanging out right now on VWAP. It looks interesting, but it's just so low traded that I would stay away from it. Looking at the semiconductors, you see NPTN leading there. That's a smaller stock, definitely making some moves. Nvidia being mentioned there. We've been trading that one. Quick being mentioned there. Let's see what other ones are moving a significant amount. And look at the net change, see if I can see anything big here standing out to me. AMD, nice push there when it pushed above.
I just sold. I'm out.
Nice. Which one? Nvidia?
Yeah, no, AMD. Nvidia I still have. AMD sold the 132 calls that we grabbed earlier.
Boom, 132.
56. We had grabbed those at $1.46.
So bought down here, sold up here. Not a bad trade there. Good job, Zunaid.
Thank you.
And real quick, just to answer Tom's question. Tom asked, Ryan, what are you in at for OLWT and what is your stop? My stop is actually going to be a break below 4, which we just did here. I'm trying not to go over on a knee-jerk reaction. I'm trying to be calm about it, but really a breakdown through the 4 level here is probably going to do it. So I think if we get one more pull here, I'll probably be out. Zunaid, I know you had a 395 stop on.
Yep, OLWT. 395 is what I've got. Yep.
Yeah, so we're right here. What's interesting about this, one of the reasons why I'm not jumping at stopping out of here is I was watching the time and sales here. We had a huge print. We had a 30K buy print at 413. So to me, that tells me someone wanted in this. And so if we're just going through a little bit of a pull here, I might wait this out. Obviously, I'm not going to let this get too negative on me. I am down here. I am down. It looks like about $50 here. Very small position, just 1,000 shares. So again, I'm waiting for it to push. If you take a look here at my screen, one of the things that you're going to see here is that this 411 line, this is going to be your person's pivot, right? So this is the first pivot. Looks like we're breaking down here. So I'm going to have a decision to make when we get to 395.
What do you mean a person's pivot? I'm sorry. Is that like what it's called?
Yeah, this is the actual
Okay.
study in Thinkorswim. It's called
Oh, okay.
Person's Pivots, and it's
Oh, okay.
basically a pivot study that notes different key levels, and you can see it works really, really well. This is actually one of my favorite intraday level indicators because it does all of the work for you.
Yeah.
And so we're butting up against this resistance. I also saw a big buy print at 413. It feels to me like this wants to push, so I want
I
to
just
hold
got
it.
stopped out.
You just got stopped out.
I
See
literally got stopped out on the wick right there.
And
Then
and
it
that's the
just
thing.
took me out.
That's the thing. If you look at this candle, so here's the thing, Zunaid. So here's the candle here. I believe the low was in fact 395. I think you got stopped out on the dead bottom. This is actually one of the reasons why I don't actually put the order out there. If I was managing more trades, I
Oh
would
my
be doing
God.
that right now.
Yeah.
But I've got it loaded up in my order entry here. If this really starts to pull, I'm going to hit flatten now, which is going to dump these 1,000 shares at market, and I'll have no problem closing that out.
I can't believe they just hunted me. All
But
right.
that's the thing.
Don't
And
worry, they hunted me in
It happens.
BKT also.
Oh,
If you
man.
look, it's starting to reverse right around the level that I got stopped out on.
I was looking at that BKKT. It looks like it
Looks
kind of
good.
held low of
Looks
day.
good. I almost bought it right now again. I was going to take 36 right now.
It held
but-
that low of day, and then it kind of bounced right from there. Now it's testing VWAP.
Yeah, the funny thing is, if you look, I just got chased out there. Market makers attacked my order there. They took it right at the bottom. They probably took my shares. They're probably long right now. These assholes.
Oh, man. What else we got? Let's see what's going on.
There's BKTT now up there towards 36.50, which is what I wanted to see. Now I could attack it maybe 36.25 off 36. I might take one more trade there off of it. I just do have one more day trade I could take there. But that's why I like to get in and out. I mean, it's easier to get in and out, not worry too much about it. Feel like a little bit of FOMO today, but worse than holding a winner that I wanted to see a rocket, and that's not what happened there, and then I hold it to a loser. That's definitely not what I want to see.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Definitely don't want that. AMD had a little bit of spike above, but again, I'm out of position, so I personally don't care until it tries to at least go ahead and test 132.50 and then VWAP. That's where I can go ahead and re-enter. Nvidia, I haven't sold. I probably should have, as you got a couple of red candles there. But I do expect this to continue chugging along higher. May possibly get back in if it tests 280. And especially if I see some call activity like we saw earlier, I'll go ahead and get back in this one. But so far, just holding on to my YOLO.
YOLOTO.
And real quick, just to address Mitchell Yoshimura asking, what is that pivot study again? In Thinkorswim, it's called Person's Pivots. So the easiest way to find it is to click on Studies, Add a Study, All Studies, and then N to P. And then Person's Pivots is going to be your last one in the list. This has been the pivot study that I use most frequently.
So right now, it's looking like we're starting to get some reversals in some of these specialty retailers. Look for a DKS or BGFV to get strong here. I saw Amazon doing really well today. That gives me signs that you could see continued move. If you look at Amazon, you'll see a nice push on up. Look how that steady push. Definitely a nice lift there in Amazon. And there was a lot of questions after the Amazon earnings. What was going to happen? Was it going to break support? But look what actually did happen, guys. Actually, really strong reversal here. And it's actually looking like it wants to break out. This is when it's funny. When Amazon finally has a bad earnings, it's going to break out, Ryan?
I'm sorry, say again?
Isn't that ironic? Amazon's been killing it in earnings, right? Like throughout this whole year or period. And now that it has the bad earnings, it looks like it wants to do the breakout.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what their forward guidance on that was, right? Because that matters so much to so many investors, as it should.
Look at that.
Absolutely. And Zunaid, really quick to that point, Zunaid, the guidance seems to be the metric that moves the stocks this entire fall season. I don't know if you remember the last time Apple reported before this last time, which was in the summer, they reported the best quarter that they've ever had, but they didn't have guidance and they ended up trading down the next day. Guidance seems to be the metric that moves the stock the day after earnings.
All right. One of my swing trades that I alerted on Money Mitch is QS. QS continuing to move on up. Today. Yeah, man. I've been calling it since pretty much, this will tell me right here, since the 28th. That's what I like my TC. It actually tells you when you drew the line. and you could actually show people, like right now, I'm not talking crap. You could literally see I created it 1028, and I think that matters so that you guys can see that I'm not trying to just cherry pick off of here, but definitely looking for QS to continue. It was this push that really gave me that lift. I was looking for it to come back into the shadow zone where it hopped up. That's exactly where you got this period right here, this 2260, and then it started holding sideways. That was a good sign for me. Now it's really starting to show strength, getting on up there towards a 200-day moving average, which is a really good sign for us as it continues to push. All right, Sava opened up again.
Let's see
where are we at.
Just for
We're
fun.
trading down right now, but we traded and bounced really quickly off 80s there. Looks like I have some fibs on, so let me pull back that fibs, what I have here. I'm not sure where I drew it, so let me just keep going. Let's see where it is on the 1 minute. It pulled from that 80, pushed back up there. We'll see if it gets back through that 86.92 and makes that ride up to 100. But definitely this is one that is a scary ride. That's for sure.
I just got a text from, let me see if it has my address on it. No, it doesn't. Where's our screen here? I just got a text. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's Xfinity telling me that there's an internet outage in my area. So if I go ahead and lose internet and just drop off the face of the earth.
Comcast, how many times do I got to short you, man?
We do have, my lights almost did turn off. It looks like we've got a little bit of bad weather here. Nothing too crazy, but
Comcast.
Anyway, if I go ahead and drop, then you know why. It was nice for Xfinity to let me know that some shit's going down, though. Yeah.
It was nice for them to wait for you to get out of your trades too. That
can you imagine? Can you imagine if I'm in Sava and I don't know what's happening, and I got to quickly get on my mobile phone?
This is why, and let's take this as a learning lesson. This is why, if you are an active day trader that really is making profits and you're seeing this is going to be a full-time job, I recommend you get a backup battery for your computer, just in case the power goes out. You will still be on while everybody else that's around your area got shut down. So
if you're going to do that, Mitch, on the same backup, you're going to need to put your modem and your router.
Good job. There you go. That was the next thing I was going to bring up too, but definitely it's important. And if you have that backup battery, that's going to help you, especially if you're a day trader. If you're a swing trader, I'm pretty sure you can work around this. But as a day trader, when you're doing huge sizing, the worst thing that could happen is your power just go out. And this actually has happened to me back when I used to trade in Florida often. I used to trade even in a tropical storm. I didn't even care. I was like, I'm trading. I traded in hurricanes, but let's not get into that. But definitely, you just want to have backup plans. Always know your backup plan, whether it's like Zunaid just said, do I got to hop on my phone to close the trade? If I can do that, that's a good backup plan too. Because at the end of the day, you just need to have a backup plan. And what I don't want is deer in headlights.
Our RM's in the chat says hotspotting from your phone can be okay too, though. That's actually what I use, right? Yeah. So if your desktop has the ability to connect to a wireless node, really quickly flip on your hotspot, flip your desktop over, and get right back at it. That's a really good backup too. Most people are equipped to do that already, as long as the computer they're on can hook up to Wi-Fi.
Oh, Crypto said I'm on a generator. I'm set.
That's arguably the best.
Hurricane Mitch? Nah. I've been outside in hurricanes. Those are not fun. Sava turning around there, holding the 80s, though. Let's see if it holds that. All right, so I just took a look to see if I could take BKKT again, and I cannot. Sorry, guys. Looks like I got my 3-day trades for the week already done. Hate when that happens. That's why I like swing trading often.
Yep. And I mean, eventually you'll get, I've dealt with that before, right? I've dealt with the pattern day trader rule. To be quite honest, I don't like it.
Bueno. It's no bueno.
No, I don't like it. Of course, the one thing is that the one thing to look out for is once you go over it for the first time, remember it's possible to drop below that threshold. And so you want to be very careful, but not so careful that it alters the way that you trade. I've dealt with both. To be honest with you, when I dropped below pattern day trader, it made me focus a little bit more on swings, be a little bit more tactical about the trades that I was taking. And that helped. But at the end of the day, I mean, I want to be able to open and close positions whenever I want. I mean, that goes without saying.
You know what ends up happening is a moment like this. I could take BKKT here, but if I take it and I need to get out, I'm gonna hit that day pattern rule.
Yeah.
And you can do that if you are already in a position and you made a mistake. I will let you guys know that you can do that one time, and a lot of the brokers are going to forgive you if you did it only once, literally for your whole entire career. So you have to consider that. I just want to put that out there because I did get that kind of advice from a professional trader when I was caught in a trade one time, and they told me that I could call the brokerage. I ended up not doing it at that moment, but it was good to know that. So you don't want to do this often, but if you did for any reason make a mistake, it's always good to call your brokerage to find out if there's an option for you. Don't be like those people that get stuck and they're looking on Twitter trying to find the answer versus just calling your brokerage. And this is why you have to have access to your brokerage. If you notice that you don't have access to your brokerage, you can't call them up, might not be where you want to be, especially if you're with high money. Just my personal opinion.
Yeah, and one more thing, I'm almost certain that Robinhood will not roll the pattern day trader back for you. So if you're on a Robinhood account, be a little bit more careful.
Yeah,
good to know, Ryan.
I've never had a Robinhood account, so I'm just going off of what I hear from the people that I talk to. But
I just got Webull. Shout out to Chris Catchy, our man. Nice. But yeah, I never had Robinhood, but I went ahead and got Webull just the other day. All right, I'm just keeping an eye on AMD. It's still chugging along. You didn't let me know.
I wanted my free stocks, Zunaid. Come on, dude.
Hey, I was talking to Chris about it, and then he told me to grab it, so I grabbed his. Hey, look, hey man.
Oh, look. I see you, Chrissy. I see you,
man. Hey, Chris and I were talking about articles, breaking news, and the level 2s and whatever.
I see you out there, Chrisopedia.
Yeah, Chris was just sending out cold emails to everybody in the company.
Do you want Webull free pizza?
AMD keeps chugging along just fine. I am out of this position, but if you aren't, I would go ahead and please grab some. Just sell some here. Just lock in some profits. Nvidia, again, went ahead and gave no opportunity to fill some more of buys at the 280 level. Coming right back here. Now it's high of day. Like we mentioned early on, I believe this will hit 300 before earnings. 290 sometime this week would be great.
All right, Sava coming back. BKKT, if it comes and holds VWAP, I would look at that. Outlet just going sideways there. Would like to see it close above 385 for the swing. DM got close, man. It went towards 969. I want at least $10, so I'm just going to hold off on that swing trade. Keep holding and see what we get.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. Are there even options on Sava? Yeah, there are. Actually, I had it pulled up. I didn't even realize I had it up, but yeah. Oh, that's what it was. When I had looked at these options, I kid you not, the spread on them was like $1 on the bid and $5 on the ask. So it's like a $4 spread. And I was like, I don't even know which one's going to be what. So I'm not even going to touch this. But probably would have been a little bit better because I would have doubled, tripled my money at that point, but not being greedy. Nvidia. Just chugging along. Is there any other tickers you guys want me to take a look at?
Let us know. Going.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I'm not in it either. That's the problem. It's because I'm babysitting OWLT. Jeez.
I'm glad you stumbled because I kid you not, you've said OLWT a couple of times, and I'm like, that's not a ticker. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, no,
I could be wrong though.
No. That's a real thing, man. That's a real thing. I'm sorry about that. I really don't want to say the wrong ticker for sure.
No, you're fine. This is what I wanted to check it out and follow in with you. And I was like, wait, that's not a ticker.
Oh, you should have called me immediately on that.
No, it's all right. But yeah, like I said, dude. So AMPG, right? I told you I was in this stock, and this is where literally yesterday I drew these lines and crayons and whatnot, is because I loved the floor here, right, which is about $3.20, and you can see volume being accumulated here with these arrows, which obviously are a little disjointed now because the arrows don't move according to where I move the chart. But anyway, I'm in this stock with you. I got it actually a while back. Like I said, I'm in it with an L, so I needed to kind of keep chugging along a little bit. But this was a stock that was like in the 20s. Yeah, $19.18. So needed to continue up. Come on, keep going up. Next resistance I see is maybe that $6.38 area. So hopefully it gets there. Bird is going to squeeze. Well, it just IPO'd, so not sure what you mean by squeeze, but there's Bird there. No action there. That's the daily, of course, since it just came out yesterday. Above
not a bad one. Not a bad one to keep an eye on.
Yeah. On let's see what else is going on. Let's see what's going on with Tesla. I heard it was pushing, but I guess that was when it was around here because it's just kind of consolidating around this little area here. Didn't really get much action. NKLA, someone's calling out. I don't know why it's moving, but it is. Oh, these charts are hard to see. Oh, let me go to let's see. Oh, you are right. It is grainy. We apologize. We're testing out a new software.
On my screen.
Yeah, so for me and you, it looks good on our backstage, but on YouTube, it does not look pretty. Let me go ahead and do HD. Yeah, it doesn't look too pretty. Thank you for calling that. We apologize. We're testing out a new streaming thing or whatever.
It's how it goes. It's how it goes, guys. You know, nothing's going to always be perfect. We're definitely trying to increase production, increase the styling, give you guys more value. And so with that being said, we got to go ahead and work through some kinks. We'll work through it.
Yeah. Looks like some people are saying it's clear. Some people are saying it's not. But anyway.
How is mine now? Is mine also unclear here? I'll put it out there for everyone.
Yeah, I have no idea what
every number is unreadable.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it. So we'll try to fix it. I mean, there has to be something that's going on with the encoding to YouTube. So you guys that are a little bit more technical, you guys know that this encodes it, brings it to YouTube. Then YouTube has its own decoder that has to go ahead and process it. So maybe if we bring it back to OBS, then stream through OBS, we should get through this problem. We'll go ahead and try to work through it like always, but give us a thumbs up. You guys appreciate it.
Real quick, I see in the Jack in the chat shouting out HCDI. I'm actually watching HCDI here. Just pushed through 3. I will say on HCDI, this is a tough one to trade. This is going to shake you out several times before it ends up going higher. So just know what you're trading. I've actually looked at this one too. Not in it. Huge volume, huge move. Just be careful. This one likes to shake. And at this point, I'm going to wait because it looks like I'm probably going to get stopped out of OWLT here.
Yeah, I can pull it up
there. Sitting right at 394. I mean, I think if we get one more push down, I'm probably going to be out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Again, all right, Sava back up there, 86, 88, looking like it wants to go for another round.
You want me to pull Sava up?
I can pull it up too here.
Cool.
Not a worry. Let's see what happens with Sava. See if he gets towards 100. See if he makes that next move on up. We'll watch Sava, see if he gets towards 100. And then I'll start going and letting Zunaid and Ryan doing a wrap up. And then we'll probably be sticking on till 11. But only if I get enough likes. Looks like we got over 550 people here. We need 300 likes to keep me on towards 11. If not, we'll be wrapping it up here in short couple minutes, but definitely Sava getting on up there towards 87. And what a trade by Zunaid. Tell us about that Sava trade.
Yeah, that Sava trade, as soon as Ryan went ahead and mentioned that it was gapping up after the news came out that the report found nothing wrong with Sava and all that good stuff, just went ahead and saw that it was kind of popping. So I grabbed a small size at $75. Just hoping for that short squeeze on the way up to the 100, and that's exactly what I got. My first sell, I believe, was around $92. I'll have to go back here, and no, it was $82. So I got filled at 74, 92. First sell was at $82 on that halt up, and then the second halt up at 98. I went ahead and sold. Why? Because $100, in my opinion, was going to be resistance just because of the whole number. That's exactly what it was. That line you see there, it was not drawn after. It was drawn maybe 2-3 weeks ago, actually, when I was in Dallas trading with you guys live. And that was a Sava trade. So far, it's worked out. I'm completely out of it. I have no position. So whatever it does, it does.
Great job. Real quick, not in this, but Pow POWW. This is Ammo Inc. This is sweeping. I actually really like this play. I think that this goes to 10 and eventually higher. Not in it. Having a real nice day today. Opportunity to day trade this earlier on a break of what looks like 158. But it's holding in there. We got our Vuzi fan back, right? Same guy as yesterday. Junior Velasquez just shouting out Vuzi. What does Vuzi look like?
I love it.
Vuzi is pretty much unchanged, plus 19 cents in the day. Not much going on here, my man. Sorry. PROG, I saw that was moving earlier. That actually hit a scanner earlier today. Oh, man, pushing those highs. Not in it. Wish I was. PROG, great trade there. Great call, Hot Sauce. 350 break, it looks like. Or was that 349? Take a look here.
Let me go ahead and check out.
Yep, 349. Boy, we are 20 cents above that. Great trade if you ended up taking this one. This Prague has given us a number of opportunities too.
I'm just taking a look around. Just so you said we're wrapping up here in a few minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we got the likes, so.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I give exits on any other trades that I might be in. That Nvidia, that Yolo, I'm going to go ahead and hold it. I mean, we're up 100% on it. We were up as high as I think 160%, but I'm still just going to hold it because I do believe this will chug along. I will go ahead and get out half of it, actually 3/4 of it at 289. If it gets to that today, I'll go ahead and get out. And then the rest, I'll hope to ride it to about 298 tomorrow. So AKA around 300. Because this does expire this week. That fourth swing, I'm still holding on to it till Monday just because that Rivian IPO, it's already up 130%, but I'm greedy. It is what it is. And yeah, that's all I've got.
All right, guys. For me, I traded BKKT here today. Not mad. I mean, I broke even on the rest, so not upset about that. But was looking for an extension move. Got some lift. I was up more than about, let's say, a point on the name, but was looking for that next continuation move through. Trying to get us up here. I mean, if you look at the daily, you can clearly see there's some highs near 40. That's really where I was trying to attack, up there towards 40 and getting out at that point. But we'll see what happens with this one. Still holding pretty well. Relatively, if you look at the 15-minute, it's doing a flag pattern and holding. We'll see if it gets on up there towards 37 a little bit later today and makes that move on up. But that's one that I definitely keep on watch, even though I got stopped out of it. I got actually stopped out lower than this price than it is right now. So we'll see if this one can continue and make a next run up. DM was another one that I was looking to get out of my swing trade on at the 10. It only made it up to 970. We'll see if it gets back on up there. It's okay if it gets some consolidation up here. I want to see it hold 874s, get back above $10, and then we can take that trade off. Wayfair, we did close today based off the earnings. Turn around there, could hold 250 and then come right back up through that 280. But for right now, I'm going to get out of the trade and look to get back in if I need to. And that's going to be it for me. Let me see if there's any other stock that I want to go ahead and bring on up there that I'm still in here. Oh, let's go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about AMC. I'm looking for AMC to have a nice afternoon run. It is holding well here for me. If you look at the 5-minute, I was looking for it to come back into that area, and then I was going to look for a buy. But I just want to see it close today above 42. That will give us a good look towards that 44. We'll see if we can get that lift in the afternoon. And, of course, GME also fighting right now to get back above VWAP. But when it does, that's when I'll be looking for AMC's move. And you guys know how I'm using GME as my indicator there. That's going to be it for me. Like always, guys, definitely give us a thumbs up. Let me go ahead and check. Did we get the likes? Looks like we're at 214. We need 300 likes, guys. If you guys want to keep us on towards 11. But like always, Zunaid and Ryan, I'll go ahead and I'll let you guys get on out of here. You guys have a great one. Thank you guys for coming on. Like always, Zunaid, great
Monster
trade.
days, Zunaid. Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
You set the bar high for all of us now.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what it's about, right, Ryan? We all come in here. Hey.
Well, hey, that's not a trade I wouldn't have had unless you called out that, that news and that we're open. So props to you.
Team stuff, man. That's what we do.
There you go. Appreciate you guys. See ya.
Definitely. Thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, I'm gonna do it for us. If we don't get those likes, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. But we do have a show that's gonna be coming on next, so you guys give us the likes there. If you guys wanted to keep us on, we're at 234. We need to get towards 300, over 500 people watching. So definitely, if you're watching this at work and you just need to sneak the iPad underneath the desk and hit that like button. Let's go ahead and keep it going. Up next, we're gonna have a live interview for you guys. Spencer Israel is getting ready for that. I'm not sure if he's going to join me here a little bit before, but if not, I can take you guys into 11 if we hit the likes. Looking out there to see what happens in the overall market. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Last sector analysis, unless we get the likes. Technology had a strong day, up about 0.85. Some of those good names that you guys can find in there. One that we traded, Nvidia, was one of those. Maxar also showing up with technology, having a decent day, up there sideways, like that pattern right there. It looks like it just wants to come on and break on through as long as it can hold VWAP there, like that trade Maxar, if you want to stay on that one. I've been watching Rocket Lab to kind of move with this and bring the space stocks up. We'll see if this one can continue moving. That's RKLB. All right, so another area in technology that did well today, of course, we talked right now about some semiconductors, internet content and information having a good day today. BitF showing up there, Bitfarms. We talked about how some of these Bitcoin stocks could continue moving. One was Riot that I gave yesterday, was looking for that one to continue moving on up. BTCM, I'm looking for that to end up getting strong through 10. Mara is, of course, the leader here, pushing. We'll see if this one turns around. Hut has also been pushing. I'm looking for these other ones to take a lift, and we'll see if they can get moving here. Consumer cyclicals, residential construction having a good day here. So Leonard, you could also look at GRBK. This one's having a good day there, trying to break through a multiple resistance. You got Sky pushing on up there. This is construction. Could be a lift based on kind of the assets just being expensive, inflation. KB Homes also pushing on up. You can take a look at that one. All right, looks like we got 256 likes. If we are not getting another, what we need, 43 likes in the next 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. If we don't get it by 10:49, I'm going to go ahead and head on out here. You guys can support us by hitting the like button. That keeps us free, keeps us on, and lets us keep going and making money with money. That's what it's about, JD. Appreciate the super chat. See that in there. Thank you for supporting us. That's what it's about, guys. You guys can support us by hitting that like button. Definitely that super chat. Why not, right? Making money, Meta Mitch. All right, catching up with the chat. Looks like Tiger Woods in the chat coming back. Tiger in the house. Hit the like. Brian's like, come on, guys. Support us. Miss Wart Offs definitely letting us know also the best. That's what it's all about. I hope that you guys are having fun out there and trading. And like always, trading with Benzinga. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Industrials. What had a good day in industrials? Looks like pollution treatment controls, diversified industrials, and trucking. Trucking is a good area. I've been looking at this USAC, USAK. This one's been doing really well. And been pushing as of late. As you guys can see, trucking stock. Another one that I'd look at is Ryder to get strong. Ryder had a good day yesterday. Look for it to continue and make a move towards 100. I do like that name. That's Ryder Systems. That's R. Okay, that's going to do it for me and my sector and industry analysis. On the downside, you have today financial services, and what's getting hit the most is insurances. It looks like pulling back there the most, LNC, MFC. So definitely these kind of financial services just not having a good environment right now. We'll see if they kind of turn around and get moving. But for right now, definitely getting crushed. That's financial services. All right, let's go ahead and see if we got the likes. We have 285 likes. We would need 15 more. We got less than a minute here. If not, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like always, guys, follow Benzinga's content right here on our YouTube. We're on all day long. We give trade ideas. We have shows that have interviews from executives. We also, of course, do back testing. We do a whole bunch of different things here. Really, what we're trying to do is give you that complete set. So if you want some education, some trading ideas, or maybe you just want some entertainment in the financial industry, right here, you can get it on Benzinga. All right, let me go ahead and see what do we got. How we moving on here? Are we going to be able to get the likes? We'll see what happens here. Up next, of course, you guys are going to be going towards an interview here. We're going to have an all access event for you up next. So definitely stick around, guys. That should be starting up around 11:15, and we'll see you there. Before I get on out of here, let me just give one quick second. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get us on out of here. It looks like, did we get it? No, we missed it by 8 likes, guys. 8 likes kept us out of here. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Looks like the redirect is set to get you guys on over to all access. I'll see you guys there. We'll be wrapping up here. Hey, that's all we can do, guys. 6 more likes. Pow. We'll see if we get it. Like always, guys, I'll stay out here and keep battling with you guys. Keep working on your skills. Like I always say, if you're noticing you're struggling in one area of your trading, try to focus in that one area. Master that skill and move on to the next one. That's what I did to try to advance my skill level, whether it be maybe I had a little bit too much FOMO and I wanted to work on only getting into trades that were objective, or was it maybe that I wasn't holding towards my risk and then I wanted to go back and say, okay, so the next 20 trades, no matter what, I'm going to hold towards my risk. And that gets you to start building on that discipline. Always work towards your skill and you'll get towards the next level. All right, so it looks like you guys are bandits. 3:15 now. You guys want to keep me. I can't blame you. Let's have some fun. Let's see what's out there. What can we trade? Looks like we got there. I can't blame you. We got it. Definitely get some coffee. Hey, I need a refill. Someone got a refill for me here in Colorado. So if you want to come by, let me know. All right. I'm going to go ahead and keep going for you guys into all access. Let me ask when Spencer's starting that up exactly. All right, guys, let's keep going. Why not? You guys got me, so let's keep it going. Why not? Let's take a look here at the chart, seeing what we're seeing out there, and if we can go ahead and find another trade. Let me see how my trades are doing right now. I'm taking a look here at some of these, mainly trying to keep an eye out on my swing trades right now. AMC starting to get that lift, exactly what we wanted to see. Genie also getting some lift. Genie is a stock that I have long-term, guys. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm long-term on Genie, but I would love to see a breakout through 20. Another breakout through 20 could get us on up here towards 25. We'll see if that one can get the lift. AMC now getting some lift here. Let's take a look here, see if it's going to get into the green. Starting to get above VWAP and holding. Let's see if it gets some lift into 41. We'll see what happens there. All right, guys, let's take a look here. What are we seeing out there? What's moving? If you guys got a stock you guys want to take a look, definitely call it in the chat. I'm going to go through the ones that you guys want to take a look. Looks like Tiger is trying to take a look at BGFV. Let's take a look there at BGFV. This is one that I've been calling out for a while. It is holding VWAP there, looking interesting right now. I'd hold it right now off of this 5 minute. Looking at this 35.28 as a downside risk here, and once it go back through 38, that's the level that I'd want to see it. I want to see it get back on up here through 38. Let's see if we can get that lift. Now that it held sideways underneath VWAP, you can get a small tick down underneath VWAP, but I wouldn't even want to see it close below this low 35.67. I'd want it to see it like slightly tick and then really quickly go up there towards this level around 37.45s, get towards that 37.50, see if we get that next move on up. All right, guys, so Outlet and DM coming down hard there. Let's take a look here at the SPY. What are we getting in the SPY? We got a little bit of a turnaround there. We don't want to see it drop down quickly towards the VWAP. If we do, we could start seeing some reversals on the downside. Fill that thermos with some can of coffee. Hey, Mark M., I can't blame you. Throw a little CBD in there. I won't be mad at you. Where in Colorado are you, Mitch? Well, I used to live in Denver, now living in Colorado Springs, kind of nearby. And if you're ever in the Colorado area, Denver or Colorado Springs, let me know. I'll definitely go over there. I told y'all Birds was pushing from red to green, says Brandon. Well, Brandon, Branson, go ahead and Bronson, go ahead and nail it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with if you see a trade there and are looking for a push to go after it. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about what you're doing and if you're able to master it. BKKT, I want to alert that that's going off there. This is a trade that I had earlier. Got stopped out there on this down move. A little annoyed because literally this wick is what stopped me out. Now this is one starting to get strong. I do think this one could rip on up there. Now it's up there towards 36.84. I don't have the day trade to attack this one, but I would attack it right now if I could. So I can't do it now. So I'm just going to show you guys the move. And at least we brought you guys to this one early on in the day, keeping an eye on it. I said the 15-minute looked like a nice flag. See if that can break out. Look at the 5-minute holding there. Also nice pattern. Now we don't want to see it break that 36.22 on downside. We want to see it break out through 37.26 and get us on up there towards the 40. We'll see if we get that lift. Nice volume coming in also on the name. You got 70,000 shares traded when it was just trading only 4,500 shares in that 1 minute. Hope you guys are seeing this one and enjoying that move right there. Starting to get that lift in BKKT. Let's go, Bronson, says Sal. You see, you're not the only one, man. We'll watch it. Let's get some cores with Meta Mitch. Yeah, cores is not even using Colorado water anymore. I'm not a big fan of cores here. And if you ask probably Colorado people, they'll probably tell you that they're not big cores fans either. There's so much craft beer here that, I mean, if you're drinking cores, it's not for me, guys. I'll drink my craft beers. All right, taking a look around, trying to find what is on this trade. You go to Bristol Brewery in Colorado Springs. I've hung out with owners last time I was in Red Rocks. Red Rocks are always fun. I definitely love it. It's definitely a fun place to be. Colorado is always great. Sal trading, Genie trading tightly, holding support at that 20. Yeah, that's what I've been looking for. We'll see what happens here. All right, catching up with the chat. Yum, I'm with you on all those craft brews. Yeah, that's what it's about. I mean, if you don't have craft brews, I mean, I don't know what you're drinking, man. Let's see if we can really get this BKKT to really move. We'll see if this one can move. Of course, another big runner as of late was MTTR, but this one has gone sideways. These are the type of stocks that I was definitely just keeping on watch. Even DWAC, I was keeping on watch today to see if it was going to make a move. But as you can see, it's just continuing to go down, but there's a lot of volume. So to me, there's someone trying to be sneaky in DWAC, and they've been adding and adding and adding. So just keep this one on your radar. To me, I'm not that big of a fan of the stock, but that doesn't mean that it can't rip. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, set an alert there at 75. And you never know when you could get that next push on up. All right, let's keep going. What are we seeing out there? What is moving? If you guys got a stock you guys want to talk about, bring it up. I'm going to keep trading here, seeing what we're seeing out there. AMC, are you going to get that lift? GME, are you going to get that lift? Let's see. My indicator, the GME indicator, of course. If we're going to get that next push on up, we want to see it get above VWAP here and really start pushing. Let's see if we can get that volume to come in. And now that the day traders have stepped out, let's see if we can get the bigger traders to step in and really start pushing this back up. We'll see if it gets through that level and then starts pushing on through this 221.89. Bird pushing. Zillow stocks talking by Sarah Silver. I'll go ahead and take a look at Zillow. What's going on with Zillow? A little bounce back. I mean, it's just an extreme move on the downside. I think this is just bouncing back. I personally would not be into this stock on the long side just because it has huge negative catalysts. If it has a huge negative catalyst, I don't want to be in it. Especially if it has room to the downside. It does have room to 53.03. So right now, I mean, you could try to play that gap back up here, trying to let it get back towards 84.92s. But it's only about a 14% move. If you want to attack that, that's up to you. For me personally, I'd stay away from Zillow, but it is bouncing back today, showing some strength, but not really. I mean, it's not a massive bounce back. It's 4%. We'll see if it can continue making a move, and that's Zillow. EA Sports, it's in the game. It's in the game. Speaking about EA Sports, I was looking to see if they're going to get that FIFA deal. I know they mentioned in their earnings that they don't have any delays in video games, but one thing that could happen is a delay in FIFA, the FIFA deal. Now, this has a huge resistance at 148. We are starting to get, let me see the RSI here. The RSI is starting to tighten up. As you guys can see, these bands are tightening up. I want to see a little dip down towards 30 and then a breakout. But, I mean, it's still holding pretty well right now. Holding above the money line, money flow. So we'll see if it gets this breakout through 150. That's EA Sports. It's in the game. What's going on? What platform are you using for these graphs? And also being mentioned in the chat, sad text is like, well, I like how it tells you what sector the ticker is in. It actually tells you two things. It tells you the technology, that it's in technology sector, and it also tells you the industry. That's why I like TC2000 also. Of course, this is a charting platform, so if you guys want to check it out, you guys can do so. I have no affiliation with them. I don't even have a referral link for you. So if you want to check it out, of course, I probably should give you a referral link. I'd probably get a discount on mine, but this is why I use it. Why do I use it? Because it has this for me where I can set up my scanners right next to it, and I can work backwards and find stocks really quickly. And if you can see, the platform is really fast. Like, these charts pull up in an instant. It's not like they're slow, and the charts are not slow. There's a lot of charting services that you can't move this fast in. And if you did, it would probably slow down and mess up. So I really like this. It helps me move from sector to industry to stocks. So this what this does, it helps me work backwards, versus working forward, which is what a lot of people do, where they look for a stock and then they're looking to see if the sector industry is hot, and then they're looking to see if the sector is hot. No. I work backwards. I want to find the hot sectors. I want to find the hot industries, and then I want to find the hot stocks. All right, looks like Johan Castro asking for a stock here. Can we see OPFI? I'll definitely check it out. Let's go ahead and take a look. What is it called? TC2000. T as in Tom, C as in cat, 2000. It's an old program. It's not something new, but I really like it. All right, this is what I used when I first started. Yep, Sad Tech put it up there. Appreciate you putting it in the chat there. No SPACs today, Martin. No SPACs. We're going to be getting into an all access today. So look forward to SPACs coming back on Monday, Martin, and we'll talk about it. But we have mentioned some SPACs here. We've been looking at some, so we'll see if these can continue to move. Now, one that I did just get a question for was OFI. So let's take a look here at this one. This is a SPAC here, trying to come back off the levels. It doesn't look bad. I mean, look at the daily. It pushed on up here before, now found the support right at the same level. So you could be going off of this level to 606. If that's your level to go off of, not a bad trade if you're trying to get it back up there towards, let's say, 950s. But this one doesn't have multiple bottoms for me. It only has 2 bottoms. I like to see 3 bottoms. I would look for another break through $6 and then a recovery through that level. All right, Mitch, did you sell DM being mentioned by Cole? No, I did not sell my DM. I got close to it. I'm not going to lie. I was looking to sell it at 10. If I would have got towards 10, it got only towards 970. So 969 there, breaking out there, but didn't really get towards that $10 level. Could I have taken it here? Yeah, it would have been 25% gainer, but I'm looking for above 10. And if it can get it above 10, I want to continue trying to get that trend to continue moving. If you guys know, this is the hourly chart. So we've had 1, 2, 3 pushes here. I'm looking for the 4th push to get us through 10. If that doesn't happen, then I can go ahead and just take the profits. We'll see if we get another run up, and we're looking for it to get back above 10. Another one that I did take for you, Cole, is I added to my outlet position, and I'm only in right here, guys. Right here. This is my ad right underneath it. So for right now, what am I doing? I'm just trying to watch this trade here, because since I'm in right here at this around this 383 mark, I want to see it these 350s hold, and I want to get it back above 4, get it back above 6, get it to 8. I would love to sell some at 6 and sell the rest of it up there towards 8 or 10. We'll see what happens in this one. This is definitely a bottom fishing type of stock that I'm going after with outlet. AMC, are we finally starting to get a move here? Let's see what happens. GME is what I'm looking at. Looks like we're getting towards 1106, but definitely going to go ahead and see if we get GME to start ripping through here. We talked about how we want to see it get back above VWAP and then get strong here. Volume starting to come in it. Let's see if we get this lift in GME to come in right now. All right, catching up with the chat. Thumbs up. That's what it's all about. Money Mitch, good. Hey, that's what it's all about. The Meta Mitch here. Sal, thank you for my coffee. I will make sure that I go get some what? Some bros, man. Some bros. You guys remember me calling out this one? If you guys have been watching Money Mitch, this was a stock that I gave out on this yellow dot. Do you see this, guys? This was given on created on the 19th, guys, of October. This is where we got in. This was the day that I was talking about it on the 6th of October. Look how this stock has gone all the way up there to 80. What a Dutch, bros. Can't we all just be bros? I don't have it anymore, but I hope somebody has it and made a great gain on that trade. Got my entry point in, and bros, hey, bros coming for Tesla. Why can't we all be bros, right? Is bros single coffee origin? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, Solar. I don't know what type of coffee it really comes from, but hey, keep the party going. Gotta keep the party going. I need some background music. This could also put on some background music. I know that you guys probably would enjoy some background music, so definitely give us a thumbs up. Anyone buying the Shiba dip? Anyone buying the Shiba dip? Let me know. Shiba out? Shiba in? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a crypto guy. Unfortunately, I'm not a crypto guy. All right. Do you drink it black or with flavors? I'm more of a drinking with flavors type of guy. I mean, I use a lot of Starbucks creamers at home, but if I go to a coffee place, I'm probably going to get something with caramel. That's what I like. I mean, my coffee, but you know how it is. JD said, I would love some background music. Got you. Come in tomorrow. You'll see background music. I'll get it ready. I just don't want to just throw something on and then all of a sudden it not be what we want to hear. So we'll definitely get that though. Martine talking about love bros. Look at SSSS. I don't know what that is, but I'll definitely take a look. Joshua talking about new stocks to get into. And is that the draw to Bros, the flavored coffee? So the Bros has this thing called a soft top. So if you want to look that up, Solar. Look up Bros Coffee. Go to their website. There's a lot on there that you'll learn about the company. JD said, I'd turn off my music. All good. Hey, I know how that is. I used to always have a little bit of music in the background when I used to trade, and we'll have it. I do have Wish calls from yesterday. Let's take a look, JD. Let's see how Wish doing today. Of course, this all has to do with the GME and if we're going to get an explosion. But let's take a look at Wish. So Wish was starting to move on up yesterday, but definitely didn't continue to move. One of the things that you did see, though, there was some people taking some swing trades. You see a lot of volume coming into the close. I would want that bottom to hold here, 509, maybe even $5. Wouldn't want to see 509 crack. Let's take a look here on the hourly chart. What are we seeing on the hourly? You could see the same thing. You know, that you want to see this kind of support hold here. One thing that you have gotten before is it tried to break down through this 5 before. You want to see a quick reversal coming in through here and then getting back on up through about 536 today. If it can close above that, I'll still be looking at Wish. For right now, it's kind of a little bit out of my play. All right, catching up with the chat. I get my play list. I'll skip that one, Sal. Young people love Bros. I'm more interested in good coffee, not soft tops and flavors. Hey, well, check it out. You never know. They might have some really good coffee, but maybe you never had a soft top before. I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and keep it going. Airbnb being mentioned. HTZZ by Ricky. What? Trying to trade that OTC. I've been talking about her too. It could keep going. SSSS is giving a $2 per share dividend. Never heard of that stock, so I'll take a look at it. Want back in Airbnb. I was in Airbnb for a while. It stopped me out. I was annoyed about it. It stopped me out. I'll show you guys exactly this date right here. This is when it stopped me out, guys. I was in it at like 155s, and then it pulled back right to my level when it was getting up there towards 167. I would probably still own this. I'd probably have sold some at 174 or 175 and looking for the next level up. This is one I really did like, but I just got stopped out that one day. This one freaking harmy day stopped me out, and then the stock continued making moves. So 175 is now the pullback. I would actually start looking at that 170. As long as it can continue holding 170, it's still in the trend and it looks good. Continuing this trend right here, I'll show you guys. So you see this line that I have, as long as it can continue on this kind of pace, you're looking still good. Right now, you're seeing what? A push up, pull back, push up, pull back. Now you want to see that breakout come. You also want to see an increase of volume into this move. So if you see here, this is our volume. You see how we had that spike? You want to see another spike of volume. Get on up here to maybe, let's say, you see a box close into here. That's what you want to see, a nice volume pop. We'll see if we get it in Airbnb. All right, going to go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Spencer is ready for the All Access event. You guys give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed me sticking around. Looks like we have 331 likes. That's what I like to see. Like always, guys, I'll be on here. You guys can find me on Story Investors on Twitter. If you guys want to find me and hit me up with a message. Up next, All Access. Learn about these stocks. They're going to probably be a little bit of a smaller stock. So if you want to go ahead and learn about them, stick around right here on All Access. You got Spencer Israel coming up, and we'll see you next time on Live Trading with Benzinga. And I got to do a little bit of a cold end. I don't have the ending video on here set up, but let me see if I can pull it up here. I think I got it on pre-market prep here. There you go. We'll go ahead and end it up here. We'll see you guys next time. Like always, guys, hit the like, and we'll see you on